All right, hopefully you can hear me. And hopefully the microphone's still working. But yeah, I'm on the wired cruiser here. It's the 2024 model. Um, this thing is just incredible. I used to have an X Class 48 volt, and that was a lot of fun. But this thing is like a whole nother level. Um, Throttle only, it's about 10 miles an hour faster, which is crazy fast. Um, I've had this thing go, downhill, 45 miles an hour. And it it's I don't want to go much faster than that. Usually around people on the bike paths, I don't like doing over 20. I keep it fairly slow, just common courtesy consideration. When there's no one around, I'll definitely rip it here. So I'm in pedal assist 5. I like pedaling. I really don't use much throttle. But there's not much wind today. There might be a little bit, but I'm just easily pedal assist 5. I mean, I'm not really doing much here. And, I'm clipping 36 miles an hour on flat ground. Um, I did about, 15 miles. So I don't have a fully charged battery. I was having technical issues with the microphone and all that. So hopefully it's working now. Yeah, I don't know if I have the camera placed right, but anyway, yeah, like I said, this thing is pretty incredible. Um, I mean, for the money, $2,000, 40 mile an hour e-bike, it's incredible. Um, but yeah, I typically, like I said, I keep it on pedal assist 5. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 mile an hour, you're doing like 10, 12 miles an hour. Pedal assist 2, or I'm sorry, pedal assist 1, you're doing about 12 miles an hour. Pedal assist 2, flat ground, you're doing 18. 3 takes you up to about 26. 4, probably, I mean, I guess we can test it, but 4 is probably 34, and then 5 can get up to 40, which is the max on this thing on flat ground. But there again, with the big crank, you're continuously pedaling. You're not ghosting it. You're not, uh, you still got, you're still able to pedal. With my X Class 48 volt, you couldn't pedal over 20 miles an hour. You're just spinning. Yeah, that's a new bike there. I think that's another one right here. I don't know what he had. Went too fast. Oh, see, yeah, it's the other thing. I just barely tapped that pedaling and it just freaking took off on me. Yeah, it's definitely busier than I thought it would be, but it is a fairly nice day. I mean, it's in the low 60s. Um, I usually try to hit these trails early in the morning, like early Saturday morning, um, and I'm talking like before 8 o'clock. And usually it's pretty empty. Uh, I've been on these trails before, like in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon. It's nuts. You can't have fun. You're just at a snail's pace, and that's when it can get dangerous. So, like I said, I like hitting these trails early in the morning. But yeah, this trail right here is it's pretty neat. It goes through the woods here. It's pretty neat. Um, this is Des Moines, uh, where where I live is West Des Moines, but it's all part of the metro area here in Des Moines, Iowa. But right by the Raccoon River to my left here. Yeah, it's just this whole area has some really neat bike trails. It's actually kind of getting dark here. It's starting to get dark. This headlight on this is pretty bright. The X Class has that motorcycle looking headlight, but this thing is brighter, and it's like probably a third of the size. But it's really bright. I took this as soon as I got it last Friday night. I took it over to my neighbor's, and he was just like, "What the hell is that thing?" But no, he didn't want to. I offered it. I was like, "Dude, take it for a spin," but he had a few drinks, so he's like, "Nah, I better not." So, which is probably smart. Um, but no, he saw me gun it, full throttle, and just ripped it right out of his driveway, and he was like, "Wow," because he saw my X Class, and he saw me ride that, and he thought that was pretty cool. But he's like, "Oh my god, that thing is just the wired bike is way more powerful than it totally is." Um, but for the most part, the reason why I got this is, with this bigger battery, 60-volt battery, they say you can go up to 80 miles. I think on pedal assist too. I think I'm going to test it on a warmer day here. Unfortunately, won't be until spring, but I wouldn't doubt if I can go 80 miles on one charge. keeping it at pedal assist 2 with no throttle. I was able to do the 53 miles on my X class. That was on pedal assist 5, but that went up to 9. So right in the middle, this goes up to 5, so 2.5. I guess it'd be the apples to apples comparison. And like I said, I was able to do 53 miles on that. But it had nothing left. And they say you're not supposed to totally drain your battery, but that was pretty much almost drained. I think on pedal assist 2, like I said, pedal assist 2 will almost get me to 20 miles an hour, and that's kind of where I like being at. Right now I got it on 5, but I'm just barely pedaling. As soon as we get to an opening here, I'm going to light it up. But yeah, even if I get 75 miles on pedal assist 2 on a single charge on a nice day, no wind, I'll be tickled. That's what I'm looking for. Am I going to do that very often? No. I'm just curious to see what the actual range is on this thing. Typically, I go 20 miles, 25 miles. So, and the thing is, that's my typical time when I'm riding this thing, 20, 25 miles. And there I don't care. Like, you don't have range anxiety there. Like, I can't touch the throttle. If I'm going 20, 25 miles, I can do whatever the hell I want, and then I'll still have juice. I'll still be able to get home. So that's the other part too. It's just like, and that's typically my, when I go riding 20, 25 miles. On your left. But yeah, I added the mirrors to this. I like these side mirrors. They're pretty stiff. They don't really flap in the wind. I had other ones on my X class that were pretty chintzy, but these are pretty solid. Of course, the phone holder here. I got a nice bag on the back rack. That's pretty much all I added. I had a bunch of stuff on my X class, horn and this and lights and everything. I don't think I'm going to do that to this. I'm going to keep this pretty normal. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. The only thing I might add to this is a bike seat with springs. I've been watching the Citizen YouTube videos, and he's awesome. He's the one that actually turned me on to this thing. Without watching his videos, I wouldn't even have known about this. So, I'm sure eventually I would have figured out. But yeah, he has a Bikeroo, I think, Bikeroo seat with springs in it. So right now, though, the factory seat that comes with it, it's pretty cushiony. I know some people complain about it, but this isn't too bad. With the Cruiser, I don't have rear shocks, just front shocks. But yeah, I'm not going off-roading on this thing, so I don't know. Maybe eventually I might get another seat, but especially the one that Citizen recommended, that biker with the spring shocks. But for right now, I'm just gonna keep what I have. It's fairly comfortable. And like I said, I'm only on roads and bike paths anyway. I don't do any off-roading with this thing. If I wanted to do that, then I would have bought the Freedom with the dual suspension. So I didn't. The step through intrigued me more as I'm getting older here. I'm pushing 50 almost, and it's just easier. And I knew this bike was a lot bigger than my X class, so I was like, yeah, I'll just do the step through. And I'm glad I did. It's exactly what I was looking for and what I wanted, because it is much easier getting on and off this thing. Because it is fairly tall, and I'm only 5'10", so Okay, so now here's Highway 63, um, or what do they call it, 63rd Street. This basically where I'm at right now is in Des Moines. As soon as I cross this road, I go into West Des Moines, so that's the divider. This light takes forever. Just a busy intersection, busy street. But no, overall, I've had this thing almost a week. Last Friday I got it, and UPS shipped it. There was no damage whatsoever, nothing. But I know Wired's out of Chicago, and I'm in Des Moines here, so it didn't really have to do that much traveling. So that's probably perhaps why it didn't get damaged. Because I've seen pictures, horror stories where their bike showed up and it was ruined, mangled. And I'll tell you what, Wired, the company Wired, I've talked to the owner Steve, and he's an outstanding guy. He's just eager to help, super nice. That one situation where this guy's bike arrived and it was all beat up and everything. They ended up giving him a new one, and which is awesome. So yeah, hands down, everybody will agree with me. Customer service with Wired is second to none. I mean, they're outstanding, and that's saying something. I mean, that's a game changer. So if anybody's like on the fence of buying a Wired, I mean, that should just put you over the fence, knowing that you have support and great customer service. In fact, the best customer service I've ever experienced. So, and then, you get the best bang for your buck. For $2,000, you get this incredible bike. And I thought the X Class was incredible, and it is, but I paid $1,800 for that. For $200 more, this thing is just leaps and bounds over that thing. So it's starting to sprinkle. But yeah, it has really good components. Your typical, Shimano gear shifter, Tektro hydraulic brakes. I like how they upgraded this from the 23 to the 24 model. They got better tires, Kenda tires, a bigger crank. I forget what it is, 60 tooth, something like that. But yeah, there is just, I'm pedaling right now, 7th gear. I typically leave it in 7th, and I'm just easy pedaling, and I'm still giving it thrust by pedaling. There's no missing. I'm not like ghost pedaling. So that's what I like about this, and like I said, I don't hardly use any throttle. I just like pedaling, and I guess most people that probably buy this bike want it for the throttle feature, and I get it, but I don't know, I like pedaling at high speeds. That's just my personal preference. We're almost back home. Another mile. I'm gonna do a hill test here at the end. I'm gonna go up the hill and then turn around and come back down it. But I'll just do throttle only now. Again, I've got, I don't know how many miles I put on this thing. I'm at almost 25 miles already, and so it's definitely not a full battery. But here again, I'm pedaling, going 35 miles an hour. That's my X Class after 25 miles, maybe 27 miles an hour, maybe. Well, not, that's throttle only. Like I do throttle only. Let's see what this thing does. So I quit pedaling, throttle only, in 35.6, and this is level ground. That's pretty good after 25 miles, and 52 volts, and I'm still pushing almost 1600 watts, 1550. I mean, that's incredible. It's starting to rain pretty. All right, I'm gonna do this hill test real quick, and then I'm gonna head back. This light won't detect me. I would have waited at that light, but it's starting to rain, and I want to do this hill test before I go back. Because I think after today, it's going to get really cold, so this might be my last opportunity. I'm almost there. This is a little hill here, but this is nothing compared to what I'm going to, just about what I'm going to do here. Okay. We'll do kind of a rolling start here. Yeah, up this hill to the right. All right, no pedaling. And keep in mind, I've done 25 miles on this battery, so it's certainly not a full charge battery. And let's see what this is a steep hill. $24. That's incredible. Now with fully charged, I bet I can get up to like 27, 28. I click 24. Alright, I'm gonna turn around up here. We'll go down the hill. Alright, this is down this pretty steep hill. I'm pedaling right now, but I'll do throttle only. Okay. So I quit pedaling. Here we go. Yeah, after 25 miles, it's definitely run down, because the other day I was doing almost 43. I got it on video. I'm doing like 43. So it's definitely low on juice, but it's still producing quite a bit.